Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of devotionals with us, the LiNK Media. So excited to share this word with you all, and I'll actually be coming from two different passages this week. So let's get started. The first one is coming from Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 4. And it reads, "Now the Lord said to Abram, 'Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. And I will make of you a great nation. And I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in all the families of the earth shall be blessed.'" And in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Now we're going to go over to Genesis chapter 13, verses 14 through 17. And it reads, "The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, 'Lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward. For all the land that you see, I will give to you and to your offspring forever. I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth, so that if anyone count the dust of the earth, your offspring also can be counted. Arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I will give it to you.'" And so I had to read both of those scriptures because it's very important that you can kind of see what's going on here. So God had given a promise to Abram, who we know as our father Abraham. And in that promise, it was that he would be blessed, that he had land for him, that his children would be blessed, his generations would be blessed. And that was the promise that was given to Abraham, who was then Abram. But there was a stipulation with that, and that was he had to step out and step away from his family, his kindred, and everything that had belonged to what he had known. And so this, as we now know, was that big step of faith that Abraham took, and now is counted as blessed among those men of faith. But at the beginning, we see Abram did something that he wasn't supposed to. And he took his cousin with him. Now God had told him, make sure you leave your family, you leave your kindred. But at the same time, it was like, all right, well, I'm going. And his cousin Lot was like, all right, cool, I'm coming with you. And he's like, okay. And so if you read in the verses in between the verse 4 of chapter 12 and verse 14 of chapter 13, you see that even though God had given Abram this promise, he ended up facing drought in the land. There was really no blessing. It all was kind of desolate in that period for him while he was with his cousin. It caused him to go to Egypt to try to search for resources, all of these different things. And it wasn't until he made that last step and separated from his cousin that then God came back to him and said to him again, "I will make your generations blessed. I will make the land blessed. This is from the east to the west, to the north to the south. You will be blessed. Look around." And so I wanted to share that with you all because I know even for me in my life, there are things that God has told me to do. There are promises that God has given me, but I know that it will cause me to step out of my comfort zone. And as we know, the people we grow up with, sometimes our jobs, our friends, whatever it may be, these may be those known places, those places of comfort, but God is calling us to separate ourselves and really truly step out on faith and not stand on what we know, but stand on Him in order to achieve what it is that He is saying we shall achieve, or to receive what it is that He says we shall receive. But in that, we may hold on to one thing that is still comfortable for us. Maybe it's one friend that will think, oh, it's no harm in them coming along. Or it may be, staying at that job just a little bit longer than when God told you to stay at that job. Whatever it may be, I'm coming to you to let you know, truly step out. If God tells you to do something, if God tells you to leave something, make sure you do it wholeheartedly. And to do that, you have to make sure that you're looking at Him. Don't look at the situation, because it'll look scary, but He truly knows what's best, and He truly will do what He said He's going to do. So with that, I'm challenging you all to take that time, look at your situation, look at your surroundings, and look at what God has said to you about your life, about your future, and know what is it that are some things that you may have to let go, some people that you may have to let go of. And this isn't in a malicious way, because even as you know, with the scripture, Lot and Abram, they went their ways, but they went their ways in peace. Who is it that you have to let go of? What is it that you have to let go of so that God can do what He said He would do in your life? So that is all for this week. I am so glad you guys have tuned in and checked out this week's devotional. If you have any questions, you want to talk about it some more, make sure you check us out on Wednesday at 7 o'clock on Periscope at the LiNK Media. I'll be there talking about these 2 chapters and really getting into it, sharing more about my life. I want to hear more about yours. Let's chop it up. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. So until next time, bye.